Why, hello everybody. Welcome to Colorado. Drove in from Missouri last night. We're here in one of the state parks here in Colorado, and we're gonna do some hiking. The sun's just coming up, and we're at the trailhead. I've got my binoculars, and we're gonna go see what it's all about. But just look at that. We're close to Pikes Peak. It's way over that way. But yeah, that actually might be it. I don't think so though. But we're gonna get on the trail and see what's up. Here we go. Someone left their beanie. It's kind of chilly. We're at 8,000 feet of elevation, and we're just gonna see where this takes us. Quite a bit of snow on the ground still, which is cool, I guess. It's been an odd winter, so apparently there's a lot of elk down in this meadow we're going to, so we're gonna see if we can find any. Stay tuned. Gonna see if I can find the trail. If not, we're gonna have to get on a better paved part of the path, because I've never been here before and I don't want to get stuck back here. We're gonna see where this track takes us. What a beautiful day. The only issue is that snow there. The trail I tried to go on, I was like up to my calf, so we're gonna see if we can get through here, maybe spot some mule deer or something. There's quite a few of them in this park, so let's check it out. Already spotting some deer sign, which is good. Lighten up if this snowpack and not sinking too deep. We'll see how that goes. These look to be either boot tracks or horse tracks. Not too certain. So I think the plan is gonna head back to the car. There are like 800 trailheads down that way, closer to where we're gonna camp tonight. Excuse me, I'm out of breath. Not used to elevation. I live at about 500 feet above sea level, and this is 8,000, so it takes some time to get adjusted for sure. But look at that. We are so back. All right, we're on the Blackberry Trail. Don't know how far this one goes. I probably should have looked. We'll see. I tell you, this is really cool. I've never hiked out west in the snow, so to finally get a chance is awesome. Looks like we might have a view of the mountains here in a second. Gosh, it is just so quiet. I hate having to make any noise. It's kind of what happens when you're walking on snow and ice. I think we might finally have just a glimpse of Pikes Peak. I don't know if we can see it through these trees or not. I believe that's it, right up there. But we are headed down, see where the trail takes us, but that is a great view. I'm gonna find a glassy knob and see if I can't pick up any mule deer or elk. Another cool little mountain over there. Not the greatest view, but not too bad at all. Well, hot dog. Should have just walked another 150 feet. That's beautiful. I don't know, but for whatever reason, I think this is a really good spot to spot mule deer and elk. I just saw some elk tracks back up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can lean against one of these two trees and just glass down there for probably, 15, 20 minutes, see if anything comes out. Okay, y'all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put you guys on time lapse while I sit here. I'm going to be sitting just to the right against this aspen, and then we're going to see if anything comes out. Stay tuned. Haven't seen anything yet, but it's just beautiful. Everything's super quiet. The birds are starting to sing, which is really nice. I think I'm going to keep going down the trail. So the reason I'm trying to scout for mule deer is I applied for a Colorado mule deer tag. So if I get selected, hopefully I'll be able to hunt near this area in one of the units, but we'll see. Stay tuned. A lot of more fun stuff to come. We are just gonna, trail goes around us here. I'm just gonna take a shortcut. Beautiful day. It was like 24 when I drove up here. It feels closer to 32 now, which is nice. Cool. I'll turn you guys back on once we get further down the trail. Well, that thing's pretty cool. Little red rock formation. It's only like not even a quarter mile down the trail from where I last talked to you guys at. I tell you, I think this valley would be really good for deer and all that. I just worry that with all the snow we're at too high of an elevation, but if you can see that trail, I'm not close enough to tell if that's human or not, which it might be, but we saw those oak tracks back up there, so who knows, we might get lucky. Probably making way too much noise. I swear to God, I just saw something move up there. Whatever. I tell you, I'm just blown away every time I see places like this. There are not words. What I might do, see if I can't get on that little rock right there and scout down into the valley with my binos and just see what's going on. And then, of course, damn aeroplanes flying out of Colorado Springs. Oh well. Oh man, that was some deep snow. Jesus. Do-de-do. That is a beautiful formation. Nothing yet, but feeling good. Either way, even if we don't see any deer, it's a beautiful landscape. Good news is the trail's gonna loop around the edge of this hill and bring us on the other side, I think. Here we go. So the valley, that's that big rock we're just at, cuts across and down. I'm assuming it cuts even farther, which is pretty cool. I tell you what, I bet this is a beautiful spot in the spring once everything melts off. I love aspens, I tell you what. I saw my first one back in August on my trip that I did, and they're just some of the coolest looking trees. They stand out quite a bit against the conifers, you can tell, in the evergreens rather. Guess we're gonna see where the trail goes. A wee bit chilly, but not too terrible. It's gonna get up to like 40 today, so that'd be good. This trailhead has been a lot of fun. We're about a mile in, but I'm waiting for the visitor center to open to go ask them some questions. So what I'm probably going to do is there's a trailhead right next to the visitor center, so we're going to go up there for now and hike that. Stay tuned. Our first mule deer of the trip, guys. Look at that little sucker. I'm actually heading to that little gazebo to look out. That's pretty neat. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a whole bunch more down there. What's up, little dude? They're very accustomed to people, I think, but they're still wary. I mean, hunting season just ended. I think there's a couple of males. I think they've already dropped their antlers for the year, though. Don't know if you guys can see all those. It's pretty cool. Just saw a bunch of mule deer, so gonna keep on the trail for now. Well. Look at that. That's pretty. I don't know the names of those mountains. My gosh, I just stepped out of the shade and into the sunset. So I was mistaken earlier when I said that. We are at 8,000 feet. I checked my app on my phone that I have for elevation. We're at like 9,500 feet, which this is where we're camping. I have never camped above like 7,200 feet, so it will be an experience, but we're gonna explore this trail a little bit before we can check into the campsite. Beautiful. No wonder I'm having a hard time breathing. Jesus, we're like almost at 10,000 feet right here. But with all those mule deer out, I bet that everything's gonna be up and about trying to warm up. So there are moose, elk, and possibly some bighorn sheep, which I've only seen a few of those in my life up in Montana. But who knows? If we see anything, I'll show you guys. Man, this lookout point is absolutely gorgeous. This is Pikes Peak over here, I believe. That's up at, I guess I can go like this, right over here, and right over here is just over, I think like 14,200 feet or something. I could have those numbers wrong. Just look at that. I'm gonna sit here with my binoculars and glass a little bit, but we also have some other mountains. And then back behind us too, which we're gonna go check out in a second. But I figured I'd show you guys what's up for a minute. Absolutely gorgeous. There's the Pike National Forest nearby, and I went there yesterday because the campsite we're staying at tonight, I had to reserve in advance, and I could only get it for Wednesday night, which is tonight. And I went to the National Forest to see if I could camp there. All the campgrounds were closed except one, but when I went back there, my car got stuck. Thankfully, we were at an incline, and I was able to just back out of there with no issues. But yeah, I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse, and you can just watch the beautiful mountains. Here's the view from the opposite side of this lookout top. See mountain ranges all around us. Pretty cool. There's a stump here. I want to see if I can take a seat on. I gotta head back to the car and handle some work stuff, unfortunately. I wonder what lives in there. Pretty solid. What an absolutely magnificent day. Just gonna sit here and take it in for a while. Head back and get ready to set up camp. I just simply cannot get enough of this view. Look at how gorgeous that is. Lots of trees and whatnot. About to go set up camp, so let's go do that, I guess. Hello everyone, and welcome to camp. Just got in about 30 minutes ago, set up the tent, and got it rolling. So I picked up this little 2-man tent from REI about a week and a half ago. They had it for like half off in their like discounted section because somebody had owned it before. Nothing wrong with it, but it's not a sponsored video. Just looks pretty roomy. I mean, I'm just traveling alone, so I don't need anything bigger, but the view from here is pretty good, as you can see. But let me show you the real view. So this campground is called Peak View Campground, and I will show you why. Walk up my driveway here, brought to me in part by Colorado Parks and Wildlife. Did a pretty good job. But I've got a trailhead like 20 yards from where I sleep, and then look at this, guys. Isn't that just gorgeous? I have a view of Pikes Peak, so when I drink my coffee or tea in the morning and I eat a meal out of a bag, I can sit here and look at that. Just absolutely gorgeous. Now, we are gonna go down the trail and see what's in store for us. Stay tuned. So overall, I'm really happy with the campsite. It's a little bit off the main chute, so I won't get too much noise. Beautiful view, all the good stuff. It ran me 36 bucks a night. They do have discount programs if you're a disabled vet. If you're, I don't know, you can check the Colorado Parks and Wildlife website. I recommend if you want to stay in this very campsite or you want to take a camp trip to Colorado, go to their website, go to the parks and places to camp tab on there, and it's pretty helpful. It's pretty simple. I mean, I drove in here last night, got in at like 5:30, of course, after the visitor center was closed. So I had to go stay in a hotel last night and reserve for today, which wasn't too bad. It was really easy. It took about 25-30 minutes, and I was able to get the campsite. So let's get on the trail, and I'll show you guys what we're doing. One thing to mention about this park is it is not pet friendly. I think it's just they have obviously bears, mountain lions, and wolves in this section of Colorado, so just to mitigate any conflict with wildlife, they just don't allow you guys to bring them. But there's supposed to be like a pond or something down here, so we're gonna go see what that's all about. Well, this is the pond they were talking about. It's frozen over. Obviously, still been below freezing for like, I don't know, a long time, probably since like November out here. Right now though, it's like 34, 35, so probably starting to melt, as you can see. Very nice. Dummies have been walking on it. Might be a moose track over there, I can't tell. Might just be somebody in snow boots as well. But pretty neat. I think I'm gonna head back up and go down that way. gonna try to walk in this rut. Try to be a little bit more compacted. And maybe slightly quieter. I'm seeing a lot of sick trees. Hopefully they don't have a issue with disease going on. That would stink. A lot of those little ones right there are dying. And then this guy right here, it's hard to see. Let me go back to half zoom. This one right here doesn't look too good. Maybe it's just all the snow, but hopefully they're not getting an infection with like spruce bark beetles or whatever. I know northwestern Colorado had that. Saw the aftermath of it in August when I was out there over by Silverthorne. Man, this is completely snow-packed, which is cool. I do not mind it. Gotta make sure I don't lose another set of gloves. But yeah, we'll go on here for a while. Beautiful day though, nobody else out here. I mean onesie twosies, but I haven't seen anybody on this trail yet. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the snow in the mountains. First time I've ever really spent time in the mountains hiking, camping while there's a decent chunk of snow on the ground. So, gonna go on this trail for a while, more see how deep the snow gets. Looks probably ankle deep up here, but you know, not too bad. Okay, that's a stump. I thought that was a deer. My eyes are bad, in case you didn't know. But yeah, gonna keep going. I'll show you guys how deep the snow is. And this is why we do this, folks. For the views. Looks like they might be getting some snow up there. Hope that any of that does not hit us. We'll see. That's always something you're taking a gamble with when camping in the mountains in the winter time, is snow coming out of nowhere. That's a gorgeous view. I like that. Could be a window screen saver. Wow, my mouth is cold. Anyways, I think we're gonna get back to it. No trails. A lot of this is just straight ice though, because the gravel's heating up and it's a little bit warmer out. This is all turning to mud. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do this without eating crap. I saw quite a few mule deer today, no elk or moose, which those guys are typically a little bit more secluded. You have to really want to find them and go probably in the inner bowels of the park. Gorgeous day though. It's probably about 34, 35 at the moment. And I will turn you guys on and something else. Oh, funny seeing you guys here. What's up? So, found some rocks and this nice little basin. So I think I'm going to sit atop this rock and ponder out with my binoculars. So let's go do that. I love how it's mind-numbingly cold in the trees and the shade, but now I'm burning my butt off. Funny. Just the way she goes. So I'm gonna take my sweater off and get to looking with the binoculars. But it's a beautiful day. Gonna enjoy some views. I'll probably put you guys on a quick little time lapse. It'll be like 2 or 3 minutes for you maybe. Put some cool music to it and Probably sit here for 20 minutes or so, just look out here. Heard some stuff going on in the woods, but I haven't seen anything yet. But if anything comes out, you'll see it. Well, I had a fun few minutes glassing. Probably gonna do some more here in a sec once I turn you guys off. But I don't know, I'm just admiring I can barely pick it up on this camera. The resolution's not good enough. But the transition there from the high alpine to the tundra, I believe that's tundra. I mean, once you get above 12,000 feet. It's crazy stuff. I mean, God only knows. Bighorn sheep, mountain goats. Probably a whole bunch of stuff up there, but pretty cool. I just enjoy that we don't have anything close to this in Missouri. The tallest mountain, I believe, is just over 1,000 or 2,000 feet. Lots of little texture in the landscape. There's a branch over here on one of these trees that's like broken off and hanging down, and its shadow looked to me at first like deer and elk feeding, but then obviously as soon as I put the binos up to it, I could see that it obviously wasn't. But I just love the transition from hardly any snow to back down right between those little trees right there. I was in snow up to my calves. Just so cool. I mean, just the changes in biodiversity and environment in 100 yards in terms of elevation or just what side of the slope you're on. I'm a fan. I do enjoy it. Now I'm cold again, so I'm gonna put on my sweater, enjoy the view, see if I can see anything, and then I'll let you guys know what we end up doing. Stay tuned. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's nothing but snow again for the most part. Really quiet, which isn't a bad thing. I think more people need peace and quiet in their life, just to sort things out with themselves and all that. But we're getting somewhere. My God, that snows. Oh my God. Jesus. I don't know if you can see that, but that went up to my thigh almost. Jesus. God bless America. Yeah, I almost need freaking snowshoes out here. Yeah, I mean, that plant's probably a foot or more tall, and it's like 4 to 6 inches of it sticking out, so. See if I can't get on some. I might end up heading back early if it's just feet and feet of snow. I don't want to get soaked. Already my boots are feeling it. Yeah, because that tree's, my guess is, 3 foot tall. Almost, maybe, yeah. And there's probably a quarter of it covered up with snow. Wow. Walking through snow is a way to burn calories and break a leg, so I'm gonna put you guys down and see how much more snow there is up there, and if there's too much, we'll head back. Well, it's been a very fun day. Did a little over 6 miles, which isn't too bad. Saw plenty of trails and saw some mule deer too, so that was fun. Just relaxing until the sunset hits, and then I'll probably turn in early for the night. Fortunately, got to head out tomorrow, head back to Missouri, handle some work stuff, but it was nice being here while I did. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. Just resting in the camp chair with a beautiful view of Pikes Peak. Nice. Hoping to see some deer tonight. I guess we'll see what happens. Not too bad of a little camp setup. Car, trailhead, mountain, tent. Tucked back here in the woods. Good view if there's any wildlife crossing between us and the pavilion up there. I like it. Only issue is it's like at a downhill slant, so I'm having to sleep with my head towards the vehicle. Already made dinner. Might have some dessert in a little bit. Who knows? Warning. Bears are bad. Bad. I'm so scared. But yeah, it's starting to get chilly again. Probably gonna get down into the 20s tonight. Hopefully not though. Either way, we'll have fun. Stay tuned. Well, y'all, got a little chilly through the windbreaker on. It's about to be sunset here in about 45 minutes or an hour, if I'm judging that correctly. But I'll touch base with you guys before I go to bed. Then we may do a quick hike in the morning, depending on how much time we have. Trying to make it to central Kansas. Doing a straight drive to Missouri from central Colorado is a pain in the butt. So if I can break it into 2 days, I will. Nevertheless, it's been a lot of fun. Don't get to see this very often, so I'm taking in every little moment that I can. Yeah, stay tuned. I just can't get over how cool this is. So that is my tent right there. And that is Pikes Peak. Never in my life did I think I'd be able to camp in the shadow of the mountain, so to speak. When I wake up, probably gonna do a quick hike, go down to that basin real quick, depending on timelines and how far I want to make it tomorrow. One thing, if you're going to camp out here during the winter, their drinking water spigots, whatever you call them, are inactive in the winter simply due to them freezing up. So you have to pack your own water in for the most part, which is not an issue. But yeah, just enjoying the views. The birds are starting to sing, and I'm hoping I'm going to peer down over there and see if we get any mule deer coming through, coming up or down. And I'll also check these woods here. Yeah, pretty neat. Not the most rugged backcountry off-road type of camp, but beautiful nonetheless.